14. We are undefeated at 12-0, going into Mile High to play Denver. Get Josh Jacobs and Colton Miller back this week, so that's a big plus for our offense. Offensive line's fully intact again. I try to pound the ball some more this game. Control that time of possession because that defense is just irritating me. Looking at it ranked 32nd.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Sure, I picked him off 4 times in a
We
game
find
last
ourselves
year.
at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos.
69 yards on 25 carries. I think I had 2 70-yard runs on them.
And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The former Missouri Tiger, Drew Lock, will be a quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of great decisions out there.
And got him the win. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard
Kareem
line.
Hunt signed with Denver.
Starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up. He's done everything they've asked.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the #1 guy.
And a run with Jacobs on first down going nowhere as he stopped well behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I.
What is... I'm so confused. What is going on with that? Definitely want Ruggs returning kicks, not Dortch with
the ability to take
speed.
over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
False start.
Some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
Let's go. Kwiatkowski with the sack.
Nick Kwiatkowski able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's a gain of 11.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
He's got his big tight end, Fan. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Right. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Fun on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's a script,
Jacobs, you're getting eaten
just
alive
what
right
they're doing,
now.
they're seeing different defenses. They're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Carr looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. And he had to battle back from that dreaded Achilles tear. And I was there. You said before the game, you told him, all right, let's get down to brass tacks.
Achilles tear. It was a broken toe, bro.
And that was such an incredible
Relax.
answer because I fear tearing my Achilles just walking around. That's a scary injury. And to be able to come back from it and run full out with confidence again, that tells you there's a lot of rehab involved and a very strong mind.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns
13
now on the
touchdowns.
year. And the Raiders have taken
It's the record
early
for a tight
lead.
end.
One of the keys to their...
Connected. All right.
Long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
His kick is
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to take over. The Broncos offense trots back out. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 19 carries, 94 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well.
Today,
in fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to
Injured
try and defend
again,
him is
bro.
if you want to press him so that you
Come
get him on the
on.
ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end,
threw a pick in the red zone.
you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a save.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Makes the score Raiders 10. Broncos.
They had it first
Go to
and
bed.
goal, 3 attempts,
Enough
couldn't
with you,
get it
Joe.
in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, it's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were...
There we go.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Oh, is he going to get a pick six? Yes, he is.
Back into the end zone,
Let's
and the
go.
Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Looking sideline, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
17-0 our score after 1. On play action, Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Nassib make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Number 27.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
35-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Locke working out of the gun. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Oh, he's able to outmuscle it as he pulls it in. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Richard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Man,
well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now, Richard looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
And Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. On the delay, here's Hunt. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game. That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A 1 yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. That's taken in by Stewart. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the 1st half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Torrey at the 43. And throw. And he gets this inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more.
And that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a 1st half to forget. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. 31-21, the final score. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Devontae Freeman with 2 touchdowns there.
They didn't have very much confidence in their offense this game.
Finally, let's get right to the
I don't know
center
what
of the
happened
U.S.
from
map
last game,
and check
but
in on the
I
Chiefs
turned on a
at
switch,
home
I guess,
in Kansas
defensively.
City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. In our game has been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Boom. Yes, it is.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Oh, what a move. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Found that clock.
23-yard line.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Block that man, would you?
Game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run with Hunt.
Nope, not
and
today,
that play
sir.
will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. Third down here.
Intended for Jerry.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
All right.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before.
Makes the score Raiders 20.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
24-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. This is Richard, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Raider first down, Carter Renfrow.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the Broncos' 32-yard line.
Man, my offensive line is not helping me at all this game.
But no Texas starts out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Formation for the Raiders.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw on third down. Lock. No escape for Lock, and he'll go down. Maurice Hurst in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Carr flush to his right. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Welcome back now to Denver. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
25-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
from the gun. It's Locke. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. He completes it to Hunt. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. 8 yards there on a first down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Roughing the passer defense. This is unbelievable. That's the reason we bought.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Locke throwing on target to Fant. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Locke looks to throw it again. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Lunt's good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
A touchdown drive out of their asses.
Fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Can't run the ball.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd.
Can't really pass either.
I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They're playing like it. 23 points for me. That's probably a season low.
Carr gives to Richard. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it
really
second
roughed
down.
up Carr this game. 4 sacks.
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Carr. And this is caught by
Let's go, Watkins.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
From the gun, Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a
Touchdown
head of
here,
steam
put
come
him
out of the
away.
backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, man.
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays
play
here,
action?
Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Why are we doing this?
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they ended up losing the down as well.
26 points.
Hit by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Weren't for that pick 6, I
The
would
decision to
be
come
up
out of the
by
end zone is going to cost him 5
6.
yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll look to throw right away. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. 38 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Oh, my goodness.
On the ground, Richard. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
Hudson goes down again. What is
Now
going on?
it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast.
And he'll take it.
Yeah, Eagle, drive her home, buddy.
Raider touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here.
Oh, I didn't get
and he's
it.
going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Block now on first down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 32-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again. Block. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Richard. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten
that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that dig?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much...
No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. Carl Nassib in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Las Vegas, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Denver, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they will be at home next.
thanks for tuning in, guys. Call it a night. I probably won't be live this weekend per usual because of work, but I'll try to upload some shorts when I get a chance to. And tune in next week. I'll probably be playing the Pittsburgh game. Or streaming some Elden Ring. We'll see.